welcome to Autism Hope Library. I'm really excited over our next guest. I think you're in for a real treat. Today we have Julie Hawks, and she is Barlean's product educator and also a certified health coach. Today, we're going to be talking about what are omegas. So thank you so much for being here, Julie.
Oh, thank you. I am so honored to be here and looking really forward to talking about all things omegas.
I just love this subject, and I think that it's really underrated. I think a lot of people think they know what omegas are, but they really, I'm hoping you guys get at least 1 to 2 things out of this talk today, because every time I learn something new about omegas, I'm like, oh, I didn't know it did that, or oh, that's amazing. I always think it should be on the 5 o'clock news, because I just think that omegas are just such a wonderful, wonderful source of nutrition and just does amazing things in our bodies. So let's jump right in. What is omega-3? We've all heard of 3's, 6's, and 9's, and all these other numbers, but let's focus on what is omega-3.
Yes, what a fabulous question. Omega-3 is an essential fatty acid. So if you think essential, that means essential to life. That means we need it or we die. Our bodies don't produce it, and we have to get it into our bodies to be able to run every cell of the body. Our brain, it's like the oil for our brain. It's our hormones. It's every part of our body. Usually, if we are dealing with some sort of ailment, we always should start with that ground level. How do I have enough omega-3? Because it is crucial. They actually put it as the 8th most preventable death. There's actually a list. So the 8th most preventable death, because many diseases are due to omega-3 deficiency. And many people do not realize that they're even deficient. And there's not a lot of foods that actually have it in them. So that's why, as a society, we are pretty deficient, and it's essential that we understand this and start getting some good omega-3s.
And so, what makes Barlean's omega-3 different?
So Barlean's, I like to give the metaphor of, like, in science class, we learned that oil and water don't mix. Our bodies are a big portion of water. And when we take an oil, it has to go through our digestive system. So through the liver and the gallbladder. Some people don't have a gallbladder, or it's not functioning properly. And so oils, to actually get into the system, they sometimes just don't do it very well. So Barlean's, we like to find, these amazing nutrients and make them better. And so we want to make sure that that omega-3 gets into the body. And so we use it in it's a very high emulsion. It's an very absorbable way of getting omega-3 into the system. It bypasses that liver gallbladder. They're small micro droplets. They're water droplet mixed with water. And they travel through the tissue into the small intestines, and then they get directly into the bloodstream. I always joke, it's like the closest thing to intravenous. It just gets right into the system. And we have testimonial after testimonial of people that could not actually absorb omega-3, and they finally get results. If I do I have a moment to tell one of my favorite stories about this?
Please.
Okay, so a mom actually called Barlean's and was crying because she could not, like, I couldn't believe it myself, but she was very teary-eyed. She could not find our key line, which is our top omega-3. Her son had autism. He was diagnosed. For the first 3 years of his life, he had never spoken a word. She said, just never. They tried everything, and the doctor said, he needs to get on omega-3. And then when they would try to give it to him, he either wouldn't take it, or even when they checked, did blood tests. I know they can't test for omega-3, but to find out really, is there omega-3 in his body, he just wasn't absorbing it. So she heard about Barlean's. She got the key line. He loved it. And literally after 1 month, he was talking in full sentences. So the information was there. He just wasn't able to vocalize it. And that can very much be something that can be shown when you are very deficient in omega-3. And the beautiful thing is that he was able to absorb that omega-3. So this mom was crying because she had moved from California to Canada and wasn't able to get it. And so her son was regressing. And so anyway, the good truth to the story is that we were able to get her some of that key lime, and she was happy. And that's just one of my favorite stories of showing how, if you're not getting omega-3 and then you do, and you're able to actually absorb it, because just because you're popping an omega-3 soft gel, it doesn't necessarily mean it's getting into your body. And with an emulsion, not only does it taste like dessert, but it also is very bioavailable, and you can be have full assurance that you're getting the most bioavailable way of getting omega-3s.
Well, I love that story. And, my brain's thinking, well, do you guys ship to Canada now? Just in case those people in Canada are listening, can people in Canada get Barleans?
Yeah, so actually we didn't, at that time, we did have a distributor. Currently we don't. That may change, but they can definitely go on to iherb.com and they can get it emailed to them, or not emailed, but just directly sent to them.
I love that. So people that are outside the US in places like Canada can go to iherb.com, and that's IHERB.com, and you can find Barleans there. I'm only asking because I know so many different countries are listening. And so that way, I love that Barleans can help so many. And I love that story. I think it's really a testimony to where, one supplement can really make a difference in so many of our lives. I want to talk about what Barlean's omega-3 is sourced from, because, I want people to really walk away from this understanding, first of all, where does omega-3s even come from? And, why is Barlean such a high quality? Because when we're watching this as a parent, I know me, myself, you want to be able to have a company that you can trust. And with Barleans, I know so many of us, we trust Barleans. We trust all of your products. We know your products are clean. We know the quality is amazing. And so, for those that might be brand new to learning about Barleans, I want you guys to really walk away knowing this is a company you can trust, and this is why you can trust them. So my two questions are, first of all, where are omega-3s even sourced from, and where does Barleans get their source?
Oh, what a fabulous question, because that's so important nowadays, because you can get omega-3 and it can actually be a poison. It can have toxins in it. Barlean's third-party tests every batch that leaves our facility, and that's for purity, potency, and toxicity. We source it from fish that are wild caught off the coast of South America. It's the Peruvian waters. And we use anchovy, sardine, and mackerel. They're very small bodied fish, and so they don't sit in the water long enough to soak up any type of toxins. And if they do, once they are, we do a cold water filtration. It's a filtering to make sure that there is no mercury, there's no toxicity, and you can be totally assured that you're getting a very pure oil. And the reason we love sardine, anchovy, and mackerel as well is that they are very high in the active nutrients, EPA and DHA. So it's kind of like you take an orange to get vitamin C, you take the fish oil to get EPA and DHA. Those are the nutrients that you're really wanting, and that those fish are very high in EPA and DHA. You can also get omega-3 from flax, and we are a flax company as well. But flax oil is a fabulous choice for vegan or vegetarian that they want to have that coming from the plant-based. But the plant-based is a little bit different, because plant-based, even though it comes from that flax, our bodies take it in and we have to convert it into EPA and DHA. And sometimes we don't do it well. And so if you can take a fish oil, you're going to be ensured that you're getting that EPA and DHA, because they eat the algae and then you take it in and you're getting that EPA and DHA, and your body doesn't need to convert it. With flax, your body does need to do that conversion.
No, I never knew that. I love when I learn stuff, because I've always been kind of curious, because I'm like, well, this is good and this is good, but I never really understood the differences. So hopefully people that are watching, you're getting that same moment like, oh, totally makes sense. Can you take both at the same time? Because I know sometimes like with my salad dressings and things, I have flax oil, just eating it in general. Is it, or sometimes I put flax oil in my shakes, my smoothies. If I'm taking flax oil, can I still take a fish oil version of omega-3s?
Yes, flax and fish are the perfect duo because fish, yes, you're getting that EPA and DHA, but flax is ALA, and you will convert some EPA and DHA, but mainly that ALA is fabulous for skin and cardiovascular health. So there is some other wonderful health benefits to flax. And so using those together, they work wonderfully.
Oh, okay, well, that makes me feel good. Now, when you're talking about omega-3s, many people have heard that omega-3s are really good for the brain. Why is that?
So omega-3s, that is definitely that EPA, DHA. The DHA is a brain food. It actually, our brains need that to run. If you imagine the oil for the brain, DHA is for the brain. It helps with every cell. It's great for the nervous system, just everything. It's just food for the brain. We need it. And if we don't get enough of it, we are going to have mood problems. We're going to have focus problems. When we see our kids, I believe that kids' brains are starving if they are not getting enough omega-3. So when we have kids that are just, they can't focus and they're just, can't think, they're running all over the place. When you start soothing the brain with that wonderful, it's like a nectar for the brain because they need that DHA. So important that they get that the DHA that is coming from omega-3.
I actually think as you're talking about, they're going all over the place, their brains can't almost calm down. I think a lot of parents watching too or listening, I think we need it just as much as our kiddos, because especially if you're a special needs parent out there, and that's all I can speak of because that's the only kind of parent I know because that's what I am. But, we're constantly going. And if we're working or if we're, trying to get therapies or diets or supplements or whatever that is, our brain just never turns off, it feels, and we really need that kind of focus. So to me, I love Barlean's because it's something our whole family takes, and it's just fabulous. So I know that you guys make other products. What are some of the other products you guys make?
Yeah, so we have these wonderful brain foods, which is omega-3. So that's your ground. That's like the ground before the tree. And so you can add on to that. We have some greens that are organic greens. They are alkalizing. They alkalize the blood. They still feed nutrients to the brain. It's really important that we get all of those in the food base. We also have like something called chocolate silk, or it's a strawberry kiwi. It's an antioxidant formula with some greens. And I have 10-year-old twins, and it is like, they love it. It's like the best tasting chocolate milk they'll ever taste. They ask for it all the time, and it's just got those nutrients that we just can't always get in our foods. And they are superfoods, just really easy way of getting it into the diet.
I have to touch on that. So and we call it strawberry milk at our house. Is it strawberry kiwi or kiwi strawberry? Is that, which one is it?
Strawberry kiwi, yes.
Okay. So the strawberry kiwi and then the chocolate silks. So we use almond coconut milk, and we just use our NutriBullet every single morning and every late afternoon. My son gets two, what we call either strawberry milk or chocolate milk. In the morning, we do a strawberry just because it's morning, right? And we take either some coconut oil and almond butter, and we add it to it. So we have some really good fats and extra kind of fuel, if you would say. And he actually helps us make it, which is great. And he thinks that's chocolate milk or strawberry milk. And then later in the day, we do the same thing with the chocolate silks. And it's amazing. And it literally tastes, and I have to tell people, you guys are listening, but just visualize as a kid, it literally tastes like chocolate milk or strawberry milk that you had as a kid, except it's healthy. And as a parent, you don't have to sit there and think, oh, it's so awful, I'm giving them strawberry chocolate milk. It's an actual really healthy drink for them. And my son absolutely loves it. And I love that our kids can help participate. When I have a special needs son and he has to, get his NutriBullet out, he has to help make the shake. And it's a great way to teach independence. It's a great way to teach them that it's something that tastes good. If I ask him about it, he says, my healthy chocolate milk, my healthy strawberry milk, And I love it. I absolutely love it. And so it tastes, like I said, it tastes really, really good. It's one of our favorite things. I know you guys also have coconut oil. You used to have butter flavor that wasn't really butter. And I'm really bummed that's not around anymore, but that was really good. But the coconut oil is amazing. We cook with it. Like I said, we add it to our smoothies. I really am a mom that wants good fats in just not only my son's diet, but I want it in my diet as well. And so it's one of my favorite things. So anyways, I had to touch on that because that's in our house every single day.
I know, isn't it wonderful? Because you can get all those nutrients and your kids think that it's just like the Hershey's chocolate or the strawberry milk. It's so true.
Well, and he's never even had the Hershey's or the other because we've had him on a clean diet since he's been 2 years, 4 months. And prior to that, I never gave him any of that other stuff. And it's fascinating to me. And I'm kind of frustrated at my own family because I'm like, if only they had this when I was growing up, I would have never known what that other stuff was because it tastes so good. And there's no sugar in it. That you guys use stevia. I can't remember. Is there monk fruit in it too? I know there's stevia. Is there?
There's stevia in the chocolate, and yeah, we do use monk fruit and other formulas.
So there's no sugar, which I love. So for families listening and watching, you don't have to worry about that sugar. And to me, again, as a mom, you feel so good as a mom. You're like, yes, I have this thing and it tastes so good and they love it. And I know this sounds like a commercial, but it's so true.
It is so true. And that is one thing that we pride ourselves at Barlean's. Everything we try to make health easy for the family. We try to make it delicious. We try to, you think of healthy, we try to make it so that kids think, wow, this is yummy. That's why all of our oils, they taste like dessert. There's no sugar. Anything tastes delicious. They do not up blood sugars. They are definitely sugar-free. We either use xylitol or stevia. In the greens, we do use stevia. And anything we are always going to be using that are sugar-free. And for the older folks, or some parents do decide, we do have a CBD, and actually that helps to balance the homeostasis of the body. And people see just magic happen because a perfectly balanced homeostasis is no disease. So we have some delicious tasting. We have a chocolate brownie, chocolate mint, and a lemon head flavored CBD. So we have so many different options and oils and just everything for the family to make health easy and fun and delicious.
You also have dog products, which I have to bring up because I give my dog the flax, and I just put it in her dog food every morning. So she gets it's like a little squirt bottle that you just kind of squirt the flax oil in. And I feel so good as even a dog mom because I'm like, okay, I got mine, she got hers, my son got his. And honestly, I always joke, I'm like, if anyone ever works at Barlean's, like you don't ever need to buy like anything outside the store. Cause like if the end of the world happened, you guys have everything there to keep you guys healthy. I mean, everything. It's absolutely amazing because they have women's products, they have men's products, they have the children's, but even with the children's line, it's really not children's. It's like the whole family can use it when she's talking about the good flavors like kiwi lime, and there's like mango and strawberry. And I always get the exact name wrong, but basically that's the flavors, right? There's all these different really yummy flavors. They legit taste like a smoothie. So they're thicker. And at first you're like, oh gosh, this is going to taste like fish oil. Please don't taste like fish oil. And you taste it and you're like, how the heck does that taste like mango? Like, I don't understand how that tastes so yummy. And then you even have a vitamin D product. I know because we give it to my son every morning. If you guys don't know, I'm a big fan of Barlean's. They have been one of our platinum partners for years. I think since almost the beginning of the existence of Autism Hope Alliance. They have helped thousands of families across the world, and we couldn't do it without Barlean's. But we only partner with partners that make sense for us in the community. And your vitamin D, I love. So a lot of families out there, I know that you're getting your labs back and often you're deficient in vitamin D. They have it's a strawberry one. I just gave it this morning to my son. I'm bad with the names, but I'm sure Julie can help you with this. But it's it's awesome because I'll give that to him the same time I give his omegas, and he loves it. There's no fight. I have heard so many stories from families that are like, I can't get the fish oil in. There's no way. And when they try the Barleans, I don't hear that. They usually will say, oh my gosh, I can't believe they took it. If you have a child that's super sensitive, let's say to texture or anything, but you can get it in some type of smoothie or, you know, a juice of some sort, even like applesauce or pear sauce, if you're happy to use that. I'm telling you, you could mask this. I am the queen of masking stuff. You could totally mask this to where it does not, and I repeat, it does not taste like fish oil. Like I don't have a hint of fish oil in it. And even your CBD, I always call it lemon drop. Is it called lemon drop?
Yes.
Okay, because in my head I'm thinking like, you know, a lemon drop, right? And so the adult beverage lemon drop, but the lemon drop is so yummy, and I also like the chocolate mint. What I liked about it is there wasn't that aftertaste, and if you've ever had CBD, you know what I'm talking about. There's like this like an aftertaste that you just go, ugh, right? What I love about this is you taste it and you can literally taste all the flavors, and it literally tastes like lemon drop, and the other one tastes like chocolate mint. But again, you can mask those. I mean, it's so easy to throw that into like you could literally throw that into the chocolate shake, or you could throw the lemon drop into the strawberry kiwi shake. I don't believe your kids would be able to detect it, because my kid's one of the most sensitive kids early on, and he can't detect it. And now he just takes it by the spoon. He's just like, opens it up. And then I always ask him like, what is this for? He's like, make my brain healthy, make my brain healthy. And he does this with his head, brain healthy, brain healthy. I'm like, you're so smart. Yes, that's what it's for. So I hope, did we touch on majority of the products? In my head, I'm just going down what's in my own kitchen.
Yeah, you just did such a great job. The vitamin D, I just wanted to add to that vitamin D, usually you have to take with a meal for absorption, but ours you don't. It actually has oils in there, so you can take it just in the morning, at night. You don't have to have it with food. And it also, when we get vitamin D through the sun or any type of vitamin D, our body has to convert it. There's that conversion again, and it has to convert it into calcitriol, and ours is actually already converted for you. So not only does it taste like strawberry milkshake, it is converted and it doesn't need a meal. So it's a win-win, and it's a fabulous price. So it's just a great price.
And I do love your new bottles. So if you guys ever got the older bottle, I really like the new version of how you guys are the new bottles with the little squeezy, you know,
Yes.
top. So I think that's fantastic. So if people that are watching or listening going, oh, guess what? They changed the bottle. So that's pretty cool. And I want to talk about where people can find your products. You mentioned iherb.com, but I also know they can go to your website.
Yes, you can go to barleans.com. We have a subscribe and save, and you're getting it directly from our manufacturing plant. And you put your email in there, and you're able to get it right from us. You also can, we have wonderful customers at VitaCost. You can even get it on Amazon. Just make sure that it's coming from like Amazon Prime, because sometimes there's third-party sellers on there. And so if you ever get it from a third-party seller, make sure that you look at reviews. But if it's an Amazon Prime, you can definitely do that as well. So that we have many different options, and we always love, when you shop local. So on our website, if you punch in your zip code, we can, so for those people that are not, that are in the US, it'll show you your stores that are right in your vicinities that you can go and get Barlean's products from as well.
And you guys also have a 40% off. So if your child's on the spectrum of any age, so we say child, but we mean of any age. We don't care if they're 2, 52, or 92. They're somebody's kiddo. They offer a wholesale pricing on all of their products. And all you have to do to receive that, and I'm going to say the number, and then you're also going to see the number here at the bottom of the screen, is you just need to call them direct at 1-800-445-3529. Again, that number is 1-800-445-3529. Let them know that you had heard that Autism Hope Alliance had a coupon on their website, and it's for a wholesale for the families that have autism in their lives. And that's just a great, amazing, generous gift that, again, Barlean's is doing for our families, making a difference. So I can't even thank you guys enough for that. That is just amazing.
Yeah, we love our autism awareness program and the kids that are in that. We absolutely love our families that are a part of that. So it's such an easy process. You just call us up and we can just do it very, very quickly. And then you get yourself a little number. And then the next time when you call in, it's just a very easy process. It's really super quick and easy. And you get that 40%. And that's off everything that Barlean's has.
And what's so great about that, it means the whole family can participate, because often, as we know as parents, things can get really expensive. There's so many different supplements. Trust me, I know there's just so many different things that you want to have for your child. And it's so nice when companies like Barlean's, they recognize that. And so it's not always just about the child, because that way you can get products for you and for your spouse or your significant other and other kids in your household. And that way your whole family can stay healthy, which I love. I mean, you don't have to do that. Like maybe you just need the discount just for your kiddo. And trust me, I get that. But I love that that option is there for the whole family, because Barlean's has recognized it's not just about the kiddo. It's really about that whole family that needs wellness and health. So from the bottom of my heart, I'm just beyond grateful for that. Now, do we have any messages we want to leave with families? I know right now people are watching, and hopefully you guys got as much out of this as I did, because I learned so much from you today, Julie. So thank you for that. What message do you want to leave with parents today?
We here at Barlean's, we're a family-owned company, and we are a company that cares. Really, like, I know that sometimes you can think, things are all about sales. We're not that. We are here. We can call that number, the 1-800 number. You can call us if you have concerns, anything, and we can help, guide you on the different products that we have. And just if you have any questions, definitely reach out to me. You can ask for Julie, and I would definitely be more than happy to answer any questions that you may have. I know sometimes it's like, you're a little nervous. There's so many different products. What should we have my child on or myself be on, or what's more economical? So we're not here about sales. We want to see your family thrive, and we want to see them, your family on products that are useful and that isn't breaking the bank. So that's why we do have that wonderful discount for you. So please know that we care and we are really open. You're not going to call us and get some robotic number. You're going to call and you're going to get a live voice, and you're going to be able to talk to someone. And we just want you to know that we're here and we care.
Well, I always feel that every time I call. And I just, like I said, I love your products. I love what you guys do for the community, that you have done for the community for years and years. And again, thank you from all the thousands of families around the world that you guys have touched and helped. And thank you for being here today, Julie.
Oh, thank you. It's been an honor to be here.
And thank you for all that are watching. Remember, there's hope, and there are companies that care. Until next time. Bye, guys.